1. Joe Thornton's new role with the San Jose Sharks, a Hall of Famer's journey. 2. Thomas Vanek joins San Jose Sharks, a new chapter for the former Canucks star. 3. San Jose Sharks hockey operations staff updates. Joe Thornton returns. 4. Joe Thornton returns to Sharks. What this means for player development. 1. Joe Thornton's new role with the San Jose Sharks, a Hall of Famer's journey. In a remarkable twist of events, the San Jose Sharks have officially appointed legendary player Joe Thornton to a new role within the organization. Scoring his first NHL goal in over 2 decades, Thornton, who is celebrated as one of the greatest Sharks to ever wear the jersey, will now serve as a player development coach and hockey operations advisor. The news was made public by the Sharks on Tuesday, marking a significant step in Thornton's journey with a franchise he dedicated 15 incredible seasons to. Just last year, in a fitting tribute to his contributions, the Sharks retired his iconic number 19 jersey. Many fans view this new role as a continuation of his legacy with the team, as he has already been involved informally in player development since hanging up his skates after the 2021-22 season. In fact, during the recently wrapped-up development camp, he could be seen sharing his expertise on the ice with young prospects, showing just how invested he is in their growth and success. Thornton will be working under Todd Marchant, the Director of Player Development, and alongside other former NHL stars including Mike Ricci, Tommy Wingels, and Lucas Spisa. He's a tough man to pin down, quipped Sharks general manager Mike Greer, hinting at Thornton's multifaceted involvement and his ability to be everywhere at once during the offseason. There's a sense that this is a perfect match of talent and experience, but it invites debate. What exactly makes a great developmental coach? At 45 years old, Thornton has just been inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame, capping off a stellar 24-year playing career in which he amassed an impressive 1,539 points, including 430 goals and 1,109 assists, across 1,714 games with teams like the Boston Bruins and the Sharks. He stands out as one of only 14 players to have reached the milestone of 1,000 assists and one of just 7 to lace up for 1,500 games, score over 400 goals, and collect 1,000 assists. Such statistics truly cement his place in the upper echelons of hockey history. Thornton was brought to the Sharks from the Boston Bruins back in November 2005, and continued to make an indelible impact on the franchise until concluding his time with the team at the end of the 2019-2020 season, which was interrupted by the pandemic. In addition to Thornton's exciting appointment, the Sharks have welcomed Owen Hickson as their new assistant equipment manager. This marks the beginning of Hickson's journey in the NHL, having previously served as the assistant equipment manager for Arizona State's ice hockey program for 4 seasons. Furthermore, several changes and new titles have been announced within the Sharks hockey operations staff. Charlie Townsend, now in his 13th season with the Sharks, has been elevated to the position of Director of Hockey Operations, after his recent role focused on hockey projects and analytics. Other notable appointments include AJ Bernstein, who will handle strategy and data analysis for hockey operations, and Dylan Finnan, who will serve as the scouting coordinator. John Hull has been appointed head USA amateur scout, while Tim Leroy takes on the role of assistant equipment manager, and Thomas Vanek joins as a hockey operations advisor. With these updates, the Sharks are clearly positioning themselves for both immediate success and long-term development. But what do you think? Will Thornton's experience translate well to coaching? Share your thoughts and join the conversation. 2. Thomas Vanek joins San Jose Sharks, a new chapter for the former Canucks star. In an exciting move that has sparked plenty of chatter among fans, a beloved former player from the Vancouver Canucks has been appointed to an important new position with the San Jose Sharks. As the off-season approaches and NHL teams prepare for fresh additions to their lineups, particularly when free agency kicks off on July 1st, the summer months don't just mean hunting for new players. They also present a prime opportunity for organizations to introduce new hires and promotions in various roles. On Tuesday morning, the San Jose Sharks made headlines by announcing that a former Vancouver Canucks forward has stepped into a new role after spending the past 2 seasons as a scout within their ranks. The Sharks released a statement detailing significant changes in their hockey operations department, including the notable appointment of Joe Thornton, a future Hockey Hall of Famer, as a player development coach. However, the announcement that's likely to resonate with Canucks fans is the promotion of Thomas Vanek, who is moving from his position as an amateur scout to that of hockey operations advisor. General Manager Mike Grier shared the updates through the Sharks' official channels, stating, San Jose Sharks at San Jose Sharks. General Manager Mike Grier announced today updates and additions to the Sharks' hockey operations staff. Thomas Vanek, hockey operations advisor. At 41 years of age, Vanek began his NHL career with the Vancouver Canucks after signing as an unrestricted free agent in September 2017. He made a memorable impact during his relatively short time with the team, featuring in 61 games and accumulating a total of 41 points, comprising 17 goals and 24 assists, alongside 28 penalty minutes. His performance, however, was marred by a -12 rating. Midway through that season, just before the trade deadline, he was shipped off to the Columbus Blue Jackets. After completing the 2017-18 season, Vanek went on to sign with the Detroit Red Wings, where he played his final games in the NHL, concluding his professional hockey career after accumulating an impressive 1,029 games of experience. #previous poll. A poll recently conducted on Canucks Daily asked fans how they felt about Thomas Vanek's time with the Vancouver Canucks. Were you a fan of Thomas Vanek during his stint with the Vancouver Canucks? Yes. No. This latest development raises an interesting question about the evolving roles of former players in NHL organizations. How do you feel about past players transitioning into front office positions? Do they bring in valuable insights, or is it merely nostalgia for fans? Share your thoughts in the comments. 3. San Jose Sharks hockey operations staff updates. Joe Thornton returns. The San Jose Sharks have just made some significant moves within their hockey operations team, and these changes could shape the future of the franchise in exciting ways. But here's where it gets controversial. Are these updates enough to push the Sharks back into contention, or are they simply reshuffling the deck? Let's dive into the details. General Manager Mike Grier officially announced today a series of updates and new appointments to the Sharks hockey operations staff, signaling a fresh approach and renewed energy behind the scenes. New faces and roles in hockey operations *. Joe Thornton steps into the role of player development coach and hockey operations advisor. Owen Hickson joins as the equipment manager assistant. Promotions and new titles *. Charlie Townsend is now the director of hockey operations. AJ Bernstein takes on the role of hockey operations, strategy and data analyst. Dylan Finnan becomes the hockey operations, scouting coordinator. John Hull is appointed head USA amateur scout. Tim Leroy steps in as assistant equipment manager. Thomas Vanek joins as a hockey operations advisor. Let's start with the headline grabber. Joe Jumbo Thornton officially returns to the Sharks organization, this time off the ice. After retiring from the NHL following the 2021-22 season, Thornton's legendary career boasts 1,539 points, including 430 goals and 1,109 assists, amassed over 1,714 games with teams like the Boston Bruins, San Jose Sharks, Toronto Maple Leafs, and Florida Panthers. To put that in perspective, he ranks 14th all-time in points, 7th in assists, and 6th in games played across NHL history. Remarkably, he is one of only 14 players ever to surpass 1,000 assists, and was just the 7th player to reach the milestones of 1,500 games played, 1,000 assists and 400 goals. In playoff action, Thornton appeared in 187 games combined for Boston, San Jose, and Florida, tallying 134 points, 32 goals, 102 assists. His accolades include the prestigious Art Ross Trophy and Hart Memorial Trophy in 2006, 6 NHL All-Star appearances, and multiple All-Star team selections. Internationally, he's a decorated champion with an Olympic gold medal, 2010, 2 World Cup of Hockey gold medals, 2004, 2016, a World Junior Championship gold, 1997, and a World Championship silver, 2005, representing Team Canada. On November 23, 2024, Thornton earned the rare honor of having his jersey number retired by the Sharks, becoming only the second player in franchise history to receive this tribute, joining Patrick Marleau. Adding to his legacy, he was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame as part of the class of 2025. Meanwhile, Owen Hickson is stepping into the NHL spotlight for the first time as the Sharks equipment manager assistant. Before this, he spent 4 seasons supporting Arizona State's ice hockey program in a similar capacity, managing the daily equipment needs of the team. This marks a significant step up in his career. Charlie Townsend, now the director of hockey operations, brings a wealth of experience as he enters his 13th season with Sharks Sports and Entertainment. Previously, he served as director of hockey projects and analytics, and has held various roles in scouting, coaching, and player development at both NHL and AHL levels. Townsend's background includes a brief professional playing career in North America and Europe, and he is an alumnus of the Taft School and Middlebury College, where he was an assistant captain for the 2010 NESCAC championship team, and recognized for sportsmanship. A.J. Bernstein, entering his 4th season with the Sharks, has evolved from analyst of hockey projects and analytics to a key figure responsible for gathering, analyzing, and refining the team's data analytics. Before joining San Jose, Bernstein coached and managed hockey operations at Middlebury College, and consulted for teams like the Chicago Steel, USHL, and Metropolitan Riveters, NWHL, leading their analytics efforts. Dylan Finnan is now in his 5th season with the Sharks and 3rd within the hockey operations staff. His journey includes 2 seasons as the Sharks media relations coordinator and 4 years with the Dubuque Fighting Saints of the USHL, where he scouted and worked in research and analytics. Finnan is a Bowling Green State University graduate, bringing a strong analytical and communication skill set to his role. John Hull, entering his 7th season with the Sharks, has a rich background in hockey management. He was president of hockey operations and general manager for the Lincoln Stars, USHL, from 2014 to 2019, earning the 2015-16 USHL General Manager of the Year award. He also served as assistant GM and director of player personnel for the Muskegon Lumberjacks, USHL, in 2013 to 14. Tim Leroy joins the Sharks as assistant equipment manager after a long and distinguished career. He was the head equipment manager for the San Jose Barracuda during the 2024-25 season, and previously managed equipment for the U.S. national sled hockey team. Leroy's NHL experience is extensive, having been the head equipment manager for the Columbus Blue Jackets from their inception in 2000 until 2022. His earlier career includes time with the Florida Panthers and the IHL's Kansas City Blades, where he even once served as a backup goaltender during a game, while still handling equipment duties, a rare and fascinating anecdote. Finally, Thomas Vanek, now in his 3rd season with the Sharks Hockey Operations Department, brings a wealth of playing experience. Over a 14-year NHL career, Vanek scored 789 points, 373 goals, 416 assists, in 1,029 games across 7 teams. He was a 2-time 40-goal scorer, led the league in power play goals in 2008 to 2009, and earned NHL's second All-Star team honors in 2006 to 2007. Vanek also played in the 2009 NHL All-Star Game, ranks 5th in goals in Buffalo Sabres history, and boasts an NCAA national championship with Minnesota. These updates reflect a blend of seasoned veterans and fresh talent, combining on-ice experience with analytical expertise. But here's the part most people miss. How will these changes translate into actual performance on the ice? Will Joe Thornton's return as a mentor spark a new generation of Shark stars? Can the infusion of data-driven roles like Bernstein's and Finnan's revolutionize the team's strategy? What do you think? Are these moves enough to turn the Sharks into a powerhouse again? Or is this just business as usual? Share your thoughts and let's get the conversation started. 4. Joe Thornton returns to Sharks. What this means for player development. Exciting news in the hockey world. Joe Thornton, a name synonymous with the San Jose Sharks, has made his official return to the organization as a player development coach and advisor for hockey operations. This announcement came straight from General Manager Mike Greer on a Friday that sparked enthusiasm among fans and analysts alike. Though Thornton has skated informally with the Sharks over the last few years, his new role marks his first official involvement with the team since concluding his playing career. This decision follows closely on the heels of his recent selection to the prestigious class of 2025 for the Hockey Hall of Fame, an honor that underscores his impressive contributions to the sport. Having last donned the jersey for the Florida Panthers during the 2021-2022 season, Thornton has wrapped up a remarkable NHL journey that spans an astounding 1,714 games. During these outings, he amassed a total of 1,539 points, which includes an impressive 1,109 assists, making him one of the all-time greats in hockey history. His career began with the Boston Bruins, who selected him first overall in the 1997 draft. Since then, he has been recognized as a six-time All-Star, and even garnered the Hart Memorial Trophy and Art Ross Trophy in 2006, solidifying his status as an elite player. Thornton's legacy is deeply ingrained in the Sharks' history, where he holds the franchise record for the most assists at 804, and boasts a remarkable plus-minus statistic of plus 161. He's also celebrated for his stellar points-per-game ratio of 0.96. In addition to his leading assist record, Thornton ranks second all-time in team points with 1,055, third for total games played at 1,104, and fourth for goals scored with 251, achievements that emphasize his enduring impact on the franchise. But it's not just in the NHL where Thornton has excelled. He has proudly represented Team Canada on the international stage, helping secure gold medals at significant tournaments, including the World Junior Championships in 1997, the World Cup of Hockey in both 2004 and 2016, and the Winter Olympics in 2010. But here's where it gets interesting: with Thornton's wealth of experience. How will his leadership impact the new generation of Sharks players? Will he emphasize creativity and offensive skills, or will he instill a more traditional work ethic? As he steps into this pivotal role, we encourage you to share your thoughts. How do you envision Thornton influencing the future of the Sharks? Let us know in the comments.